been a while. It's been a while. It was actually 4 weeks since the last one, isn't it? It's like week 4 now. Yeah. I see it in Twitch already. Yes, I've grown a mustache. I shaved everything except that thing. It was really fun. Got a lot of compliments on it actually. For those who don't know why we didn't have a stream last week, Terminal and I, we went to the GDC, so Game Developer Conference, to learn about, or like learn from others and meet other game developers, learn from them. Was very successful actually. And for that conference, I showed myself from the best side. So I've grown that mustache. So I look like extra handsome and sexy when meeting other people. Worked out. Definitely worked out.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Right, I'm back.
Hello back, I'm Larry.
There we go. I'm preparing it 1 second. The last minute.
The last minute things.
Yeah, I was just checking if there's anything wrong or not. Just
I
making
don't
sure.
like the glowing on Pistology.
All good, no worry. Figure it out. Alright, there we go.
What do you mean, what a joke? No, it was serious. I actually went to a conference and that's why I have that mustache now. Because I actually met people and I was like, hey, May, with a mustache I actually look kinda cool, so why not? When Vink?
Alright, there we go. Now I can share screen actually and show stuff.
Very nice.
Alright.
Okay,
There we go.
Should we start with a little introduction?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Then, hey everyone, welcome to the BattleBit Remastered Development Cast number 25. We have some amazing things to show. A lot of things that Oki and Velasquez worked on throughout the last 4 weeks. Sadly, there's not too much on my end to show, as I have been traveling for, 2 weeks around? And I just came back on Tuesday, but since then, for those who may have missed it, we streamed yesterday, we did some cool new scopes, and the things I've done so far, we will definitely show off later. Right, Oki, feel free to share your screen, take it away.
Yep,
You have a bunch of things to
show. Yeah, there you go, perfect. So, it has been 1 month. Hello, guys. Since 1 month, there has been a lot of work, and actually, some of them are very exciting. So, I'm gonna pretty much open the old BattleBit, which is the one that you guys are playing, and do side-by-side comparisons. And some of them are really, really like game-changing quality of life updates. So, we are starting with vaulting. The reason is vaulting is pretty much 90% of the not 90%, but maybe like 70-80% of the movement, like you're going around, going somewhere. And the old movement, the old vaulting is pretty slow and it's very janky at the same time. So I spent at least a week just pretty much trying to figure out, okay, how can we make this really actually feel good and like precise. So I'm gonna play the old vaulting, which is the one that you guys have right now in the live version. So actually open the book. Okay. So this is how the vaulting was before. Like you just go to the edge of something. There's like a long animation. If I want to start on this thing, I cannot. I have to like go here and do this stuff, etc. And then here's the vaulting. It's like kind of like bugs there, and then it's quite janky. This is very janky, slow, and annoying. And here I present a new vaulting to you guys. This is probably going to take like 20 seconds to load up, but there we go. While it's loading up, yeah. So if I want to like stand right there, I can't. Like, I have no choice to do that, pretty much. You had like crouch and space crouch, exactly. Okay, let's go to the editor and then see the new one. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Oki's stream is a little choppy.
Choppy?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
No, it's not your end. It's my end. Probably. It's just the way Discord does it.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe it's just Twitch. Yeah, this loading part takes a while at start, so don't mind it. There you go. Don't mind that you can see it inside the scope. This is the shader we are fixing right now. We are also working on scopes, which I will definitely show in a bit. And here is a new vaulting, guys. So if I'm like going like this,
Can you make that window full screen?
yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, what's the difference? So, for example, I can now, when you press space, it goes above that surface. It actually doesn't go beyond. If you hold W, there you go forward. You go forward, and then you decide to not, you can't do this now. You can cancel it, pretty much. So like, no, fuck it, I'm not going to go forward. This way, you have three options. One, go back, stay on it, move forward. This is way beyond, much better than, this. So this is gonna be already like game changer. The second thing is it's much more faster. Like before, takes a while, and now this one's like pretty straightforward. There is definitely 3 different vaulting we did. So the one is big step. So for example, in this one, the player has to like just take the hand on the left, which during that there's like recoil, etc. So if the barrier or the stuff is like really low, for example this one, it even doesn't reach it with hand. There you go. It's like it takes a big step on it. It doesn't even reach it. That's it. And then it feels like more bigger, than actually. There you go. And then if it's even more longer, then there you go. It's quite still fast, and what do you call? The goal there is it always tries to climb to the edge of it, where it's good enough that you can stand on the edge of it and you can just turn back. So how this applies to Windows? By the way, there's no grass because I have to bake it, but don't mind it. So for example, I'm on the window. Now this is the new vaulting on Windows. It doesn't actually move forward. It doesn't actually push you. You have the option. If I hold W, yes, I go forward. There you go. But I have this option now where I can pretty much decide to not do it. You just stay crouching in this place, pretty much. Okay, next. How this looks in a case like this. So if you would right now, there is no case like that in shooting range as far as I know. But oopsie. Okay, there you go. Before, if I would actually like vault on this, I will just vault and then vault and then like vault. It will take a very long time, and this is the new version of it. There you go. 3 vaultings, very fast. It's like step, 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 step. There you go. It takes less much effort to really like go above those obstacles, so it's less annoying, and I can definitely cancel any of this to go back. All right, I have more topics to go on. Vaulting was definitely one of these, like the what do you call because it was very janky. We mentioned we added doors, which you guys already know, like right there, and then
The good old doors. They actually have
Yeah.
sound on.
This we did not. I realized that I did not explain the reason why we pretty much added the doors, like the reason why we added all of them, like suddenly to the BattleBit. The main reason why I added BattleBit, like the doors, is because BattleBit really lacks of environmental sounds, like for example, clues that players like going from one direction or the direction. The game doesn't give you anything. Generally, windows and the doors are really great. One of them, for example, someone opens the door or they bash into it, it makes a sound. That's very useful for pretty much telling, hey, there's someone just passed there. Or like if there was windows, it tells, hey, someone just walked over this window. That really actually works very well. A sense of direction of what's happening around you. In BattleBit, we had 0, like nothing at all, just footsteps completely at all. And the problem with that thing is because only footsteps, and there's a lot of footsteps around you, it's really bad. So we want to like, okay, how can we we started with the doors. That is literally the only reason why we have doors. Not because we are a big fan of doors or something. It's just they have a very specific purpose in sense of giving clues to players what's happening around them. And also they are sort of like a mine, like a detector. So I can technically go a building, close all doors, and then, now I have a building that if someone gets in, I know they're inside the building because I'm just listening that door sound, right? That's the main reason why doors were added. Okay. I'm gonna pause it for hits here. We did a bit more sound work after the last one. I'm gonna showcase it here. So previously, the old direction of the sound, and the attention of the sound was pretty much straightforward. So for example, I'm gonna play this right now. This oops, sorry, my bad. What is? There you go. There you go. So the pyramid, this is like just like river or water stream, whatever. And then the previously, it was pretty much the further from you, the volume gets less and less, and it gets closer to you, and then you have more volume. Exactly this. And then only difference is also I hope you are listening with the headphones as well. Right or left? Actually, this is the flop. There you go. Right, left, but no forward, backward, no really sense of direction except just volume. And here is the difference now. Versus forward and backward, much clearer. And as well as actually the high frequency sounds are a little bit cut off the more further you go. The goal there is, because like high frequency sounds are, even there's no obstacle between you and the thing, they're like spreading way too much and like dying out. So kind of give that sense of, hey, this thing is far away from you, pretty much. Before, this is how it was.
Let's look at an example
And
show
now-
how it is behind you.
And before it's like no difference. You can't tell difference there. They're exact same sound. Alright. So, and then there has been also footsteps are a really big part of the game, right? Because the footsteps definitely tell, okay, if there's someone coming from somewhere else, like right, left, above, below, behind, close, not close, I don't know. It gives all those clues. And then there has been a serious work how to get footsteps right, and this is where we came up with. Okay, so here we go.
Can you full screen it?
Yeah, I will. I will show two screens here.
Okay.
To showcase. Okay. So there we go. Imagine this ball is the source of the footsteps, and I'm right there right now. You can see like moving actually around there. So, the previously in BattleBit, the footsteps were pretty much straightforward, the same as this, which is the closer to you, the more volume, the farther to you, the less volume. Exactly, that's how it was. And this was not enough. Like if it was like only 3 players, maybe 4 players, maybe that's actually okay. But when you have 50 people running around you, you really need to have some way to differentiate. And we categorize the 2 things: the people who are threat to you or possible threat to you, and the people who are not threat to you. Pretty much saying, if someone's behind the wall or something, they're technically not a threat to you. So you should not pay attention too much, or the game should not give you, okay, this is not a valuable threat to you yet. And then if someone's like, clear next to you and they have direct line of sight, this guy's a threat. So make them sound different actually then. So we came up with this. I'm gonna playing this. There we go. Let's go. Imagine this is a running player. The moment it goes behind obstacle, you don't hear the material, like the dirt, metal, whatever. You only hear the boom, 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 the bass sound of it. And then the moment they like have direct line of sight to you, like, hey, this guy's a threat to you. You can't. This guy can now kill you. Now you hear that, you know, the material, like the boots, actually like, you know, crunching all the dirt, etc. You hear all high frequency sounds there. How this tells, like for example, if you're healing like on the left, coming, the volume increases. Okay, this is close to threat, but not yet. And then suddenly you are looking, focusing on here, etc. And suddenly there you go. You hear that crispy sound. You know that okay, there's a threat, and then you just fire. That's it. Pretty much, this is a way to tell that footstep is a threat to you or not. That's the goal completely in this footstep. And as well as we did the what do you call about the what do you call making the the distance. We also reduced the high frequency sounds based on distance, same as like right now we have direct line of sight, but going far. So you only like boom, boom, boom.
Cypher. Cypher. For in chat, it is if the enemy has direct side or line of sight to you. As soon as they see you, you will hear that very audible. Because at that point, there's like no object between you and the enemy or any other foe anymore. So you will hear it more clearer as soon as you have like a direct line of sight. So they can be behind you. We'll start hearing it more clearer.
One thing, Frownies will not have this. Frownies will not even have footsteps. They will have like backpack, like I don't know, the metal part of the backpack is like jiggling. You know, their cloth is like moving around. They will have sound, but they will have different sound, much like very clearly different sounds than the friendly and enemy. The goal there is pretty much give the player good enough feedback that the player is able to tell what's happening around them in the chaos. Able to differentiate and say, okay, I'm hearing footstep on my right, I'm hearing a footstep on left. I should probably move back. I don't know, or move forward, whatever. Take decisions, but not just like all the way straightforward standard footsteps as before, and then let them die because there's not enough good sounds differences. So this is the entire footstep work. Again, this is gonna be for enemies, for friendlies. It's gonna be different sounds, much quieter, but there's definitely something there. So next thing is the particle effects of the firing. This is actually just a visual. It doesn't affect any gameplay or something. So pretty much like when you're firing, there's dust coming out. This was not a thing. So if I would, go inside like there, you can definitely see more. Also, the tracers has been improved heavily on this, which is like now we can definitely see where it's shooting at. Definitely. And now actually we have heating. It only visual. It doesn't affect any director of fire. If you have a suppressor and if you fire long enough, it actually heats up. I will show later on. Alright, new scopes. So this is the echo sight. Do you guys remember how echo sight looked like? This. Okay, I have a little bit. This is not useful. This is really, zoomy, fisheye, weird and small and like vignated, dark, and this was not useful pretty much. And then we have seen multiple times that people not using like medium range size because they sucked pretty much in terms of visual and other perspectives. Then the idea was, okay, how can we pretty much make medium range size look much better? And I present you the new pretty much the scope. So let me actually go there and show you guys there. And here it goes. This is the new echo sight, and all the scopes will be look like, pretty much.
You want to you want to drop that bombshell now?
Bombshell?
About scopes.
Yeah, I'm coming into that in a second. So pretty much like this is how it looked like, and this is how they look like right now. The idea was pretty much from hold up. There's more examples of stuff like this, but pretty much in we looked at in the like real world, and they were really actually clean. Like you know. Oh, by the way, this is not no, this is not picture to picture, guys. This is not picture to picture. This is single rendering. No, this is not picture to picture. So no performance impact. Zero performance impact. No. So don't worry about that. This is a single still rendering, not picture to picture dual rendering. So pretty much the idea was like, okay, in real world they are much more clear, and also they work much better. Like in perspective of they're clearer, they don't distort the image like that much, and it just looks much better than this. So why are we actually looking what you call, vignating, increasing the thickness, everything? So pretty much that's where we ended up. This. All right. Then we did that. Actually, this is gonna be pretty much what do you call a game changing thing. We changed the recoil when you aim down. So the previously in BattleBit, if you would what do you call, if you aim down any side, you would have 75% of the recoil, the base recoil. Like if I am firing whatever the recoil there is, okay, that will be 75% when I aim down. And this is how it looked like. Okay, there you go. Let me go there. Let's say I'm at this position and I want to engage with this window. And this is the recoil. I have to compensate heavily. And especially if I'm getting shot from there, I'm about to get shot, or I'm running around. Like, this takes an effort, really high effort to compensate. If I don't compensate at all, this is how it looks. So by having the all the scopes, for one, looking not clear, second, having high recoil when you fire with in any medium range, having a very punishing recoil, it made medium range firefights really unpleasant. And because of that, people unintentionally we force players to play more closer range, because anyone who chooses to play, okay, I see a guy right there, let me shoot at it, it doesn't work. I have to go single fire, which doesn't work. So it's better I just move there and I shoot him with a close range sight. That's it. And the thing is, yes, close range is not a bad thing, but when you have 350 people around, all this chaos, when all gets into the close range, it becomes a chaos. So the goal is, how can we split players? How can we make them a bit more spaced, a bit more order? That's chaotic. That's why we want to make medium range firefights more accessible. But there's a twist here. So here's the new recoil, by the way. So it's definitely much more. If I don't compensate it, if I don't compensate this is how it looks without compensating it. And this is how it looks when I compensate. And also one more thing, there was actually something. So there's one more thing actually that is very, very, very good how it changed. Previously, we had two different firing. One, when you're not aiming down, the bullet would start from your barrel, actually your barrel right there. And when you aim down, it will be center of the string, which is exactly right at the middle. But if you're moving or something, it's actually not accurate. We changed this completely to that. Now, it's not center of the screen. It's the dot. Wherever the dot is, it exactly fires at the dot's position. it doesn't fire the center of the screen. So if I'm doing this, even that slight change, right? That now is accurate. Like what you see in the reticle, that red dot is exactly where you fire, not middle of the screen. This definitely, if you are recoiling, controlling the recoil, this definitely makes it much easier to to actually hit the target you are trying to hit. So here's the twist about this. Now we are making hitting people much easier in longer distances, like medium range distances. So as a twist, we will increase the we're gonna increase the damage drop. So if you can like follow someone like that, you can still kill. It's fine. But if the guy is like, I don't know, like getting into behind the cover really fast, you aren't able to kill, but you will be able to poke them unless they have low HP. So the goal there is, okay, make the weapons more accurate, right? Make it less punishing recoil, so people are actually now engage more medium range firefights, and then make them that now they can poke each other. What is great about this thing is, okay, when people poke each other in medium ranges, they will be aware of threats. So if someone's poking me now, I know someone is there, poked me right now, and I know that there's a threat from this direction. So possibly I should maybe change my direction, what I'm doing, or something. This is a feedback to the player, pretty much. And so this comes with a lot of benefits. And we also, again, we don't want to force players like always close range. If I want to kill somebody, I have to go close range. Reticule customization. Okay, so this is still being worked on. This is completely not finished, but this is the idea behind it. So, well, I need a second. We are still yeah.
While you're looking for it, Chad is having some concerns about like that the game is way too quick now. You may want to comment on this because vaulting is quick.
Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, the vaulting was janky before. Like this was just pretty much janky. Like I'm right there. I'm just gonna step like this, and I'm going all the way here. This is not being quicker again. This is just removing that jankiness, pretty much. Like this is just, I don't know.
No, it's more about like in general movement of the game. There's a concern now that the overall movement will be extremely quicker.
No. The overall, the thing is like, if I'm like coming here, yes, I can. But again, I'm punished. Like I'm like, the moment the left hand leaves the hand, I have a recoil punishment, which is like killing somebody like while doing this. If they're right in front of me, yes, but I'm not gonna able to do that like really like that. So we are pretty much removing that what they call long taking vaulting, and the speeds are exactly the same, which is like we are still running the same speeds. We are not changing any of this. And additionally, actually, we are making movement in sense of this style movement. I'm talking about this sort of actually what they call nerfed in other classes except assault. In assault, you will still have this, but you have low HP, like this kind of stuff. Other classes will not able to do stuff like this, right? Like stuff like, you know, prone right, go right, right F, etc. Because, and in exchange, they will have their different things. Assault will have low HP, but it has all the stuff that the movement players love, and then other players, other classes that who doesn't use the movement, because there's also people who can use movement, but they just don't like it. They find it not annoying. They don't want to play like I don't know, this. And I agree with them. I definitely agree with them. And the reason why these people who plays like this, they play it because that's the way to survive. That's what the entire TTK increase is coming in. Okay, now the time to kill is much longer, so now when firing at you, you're not technically forced to do this anymore. You still have to, you can still run, get back, which is, and then heal yourself with bandage. By the way, again, bandaging will be now pretty much heal yourself back up, no more longer bleeding. So, and other people just don't do this. And because they don't do it, they generally die right now in BattleBit. That won't be the case as much as before. So that is the thing, like the game doesn't get faster. We're just making the vaulting much more responsive to where you're doing. Again, you get a huge punishment when your hand is like not touching the gun. And recoil is much more different. There you go. Alright, the reticles. So what we can do is right
please.
now this is like, yeah, I'm coming to that in a sec. I need to decide as well.
Oh.
So we gonna be making templates. Like for example, this is one of them. Small red dots, and then you have lines around it. And then I'm just gonna give an example right now. The thing is, templates have to look normally nice, right? So first we have to adjust the the sizes to make them look actually great. Here's the color changes. You can now we will let you actually change the colors of this. And we're gonna let you like choose the presets pretty much. So we can't. This is actually not for this one. Actually, I have to find the one. This one, for example, and then this one goes all the way small. Give an example, right?
So yeah, with the future update, you will be able to adjust the reticle itself, the color of the reticle, and the size of the reticle. And
about the size, I was thinking of it, but
yeah.
I'm not sure anymore because maybe red dots, but maybe next update on this one. Just for now, just only choose which reticle you want to choose and the color of it. All right, Larry, it's your end. I will get to later on. Your end, you had the new scopes models.
Yes, because with new reticles and new scope visuals and so on, like it would be a great idea to even do new scopes. Am I right? So if you stop streaming for a second, I can open my stream.
Sure. There you go.
Share my screen, and there, Blender, unsaved version. Boop, boop. So, this is what new stuff will look like. The people that follow my streams on Twitch, they may have seen it already. We've been working new scopes. So, there's some things I've finished so far. There's, for example, the new aim comp, which needs some adjustment, 1P78. We did the reflex, no, red dot is on the stream yesterday. Yesterday we did the red dot. Yeah, and then showing it here. I know the names are a little bit iffy right now because I decided to change it. But for example, this will be the new 8 times scope, the new 15 times, and then the new 20 times. So like all scopes get very, very updated visuals. Look a lot different compared to like their old counterparts. Which, I mean, actually, do I actually have? Let me quickly check it on my end here. In the meantime, you can look at my latest suffering. That is the Razor scope I'm working on right now. Man, I've lost, I don't know, countless amounts of hair regarding this scope already. Do I have an old... there is sides. Is the red dot in here? I would love to have a comparison red dot. There it is. There it is. Just to compare it. I think this is even older red dot.
From 2020-ish around.
Yeah, something-ish. So anyway. Old red dot, new red dot. Everything will look more sexy now. Well, there still needs to be some adjustments to this because I don't know. This is just the base one. I don't know if it can be usable in the game like this because this back part blocks the red dot a little bit. So I'll sit with Oki and we'll adjust this on the way. But overall, this is what the visual improvement will look like. So all attachments will look very nice from now on, hopefully. They will probably do that.
Right, I'm ready on my end. When you finish, Larry.
Yeah. Yeah. I will probably throughout the next couple of weeks. I think the next somewhat 2 weeks. I don't have a timeline bigger than 2 weeks for this. You can probably expect a lot of streams on the BattleBit main channel from me because we will work on these scopes quite a bunch, which yesterday I got a confirmation of Oki that on a few of these streams, Oki might actually join in on us and do some development on the side, where I'll probably then bring out a stream layout with both of our screens that you can just watch both of us just doing some fun works and stuff. That is upcoming and very exciting actually. All right, I will give you back your stage. There we go.
Okay. So also, this is a visual animation. We improved on reloading while aiming down. So this is how it looks like right now. There you go. All right. Now I will be showing. We have so far 3 weapons that is implemented on NIF system. The thing is, implementing the weapons on NIF system doesn't take much time, but I had to get 3 base weapons that SVD, M4, and MP. 443, the pistol. Like I need some base weapons to work on, and then later just go from that base animations. So, here's a pistol version, and here's a hold up. Let me actually go down the firing part here, so you can definitely see it. This is the new pistol firing. If you compare it to the old one,
It sounds so weak.
this is the new running animation of the pistol. And then also when you are, fast running, that's the new running animation of it. And here's now the aiming down and the firing at the same time. So, the space has been changed also as well, like. And the thing is, you see that like the third one in the middle? That's very exactly. So for example, so it's much more accurate where you're shooting at, exactly. Actually, there's one thing I want to really indicate here. The difference between indoor, outdoor, but also the room size. Okay, now be silent what you're listening for. Give a break for a second and listen this. And now listen to this. So definitely sounds are changing based on the room size as well. I mentioned this with M4 before, but it wasn't that visible or audible actually. With M4, it's much more audible in the other weapon sounds, some of them. Definitely.
Yes,
the
Jobless,
next thing is...
all guns will get new sounds.
Yeah, they definitely have. And next thing I want to show is the SVD and the M4 with the suppressor, allowing you to fire long term. And that's pretty much all, guys. The parts I will be showing for today. The barrel suppressor. Then we will be talking about some SVD. Yeah, the right place. That's fine. And we were talking about some player awareness and improvements around that.
There was an update on camera shake. The way camera shake works with weapons, you change it, right? It's more or less, it goes left and right now instead of like the whole two-axis wiggle. So even people with motion
Camera
sickness,
shake?
yeah, the
Oh,
way it
like
shakes.
this is, for example, this is like there's like a. So the thing is about the camera shakes. Definitely what we did is there's still camera shake, but they're really fast fading out. But that's only used for if there's like something really impactful happening, like you're firing a gun, right? And then that kind of stuff. Like for example, before you will like there's like a really harsh this landing, for example, here, and now like again, the stuff is no longer there. 1 second, there you go.
Yeah, but overall, like the camera shake, the way the camera shake is done now is also different, and it should help people with motion sickness.
It is. We
So-
have two camera shakes. One actually that is positional and one rotational. The one that gets people like vomits or feel like gives that camera shake problem is the rotational one. The positional one doesn't actually affect them. The problem with the positional one is, as it sounds, it's positional, so you can't do too much of it. So we do mix of both. The goal is we want to emphasize, hey, this thing is powerful, but at the same time, we don't want to give you, the camera shake, issues, etc. So, 1 second. Alright, 1 sec.
The good heating up the side as well.
There you go. This doesn't affect your gunfire, by the way, or anything. It's only visual. Again, this does not change your accuracy. This does not change anything at all. It's just a visual thing that we thought, okay, this is actually something cool to add on. That's it, nothing else. And now we're coming to SVD, which is the DMR gun. So, again, as we emphasized, we reduce the recoils when you're aiming down. Like when you aim down, recoils are much more or less enough. Oh, I forget the echo side. 1 second, guys. So, the thing is, now because
Man, just casually having
recoils
two
are-
primaries.
yeah, forget the changing the echo, adding the echo there. Okay, there you go. It's the second work. Because now we reduce the the recoil when you aim down. Pretty much the DMR weapons that are supposed to be actually effective on medium range, they will be way too powerful. That's actually something that I'm a bit scared of. But that we don't want to make them powerful too much. Like it should be like in bit of work. So to counter that, okay, what we can do, one thing is emphasize the gun is really powerful, visual recoil, pretty much. That's pretty much what you call. We don't do too much again recoil because we want you to be accurate with where you're shooting, but at the same time, you don't want you to be able to spam it pretty much because it's a DMR. It's already a good powerful weapon. So the recoil is made in a way that if you're spamming it, it punishes you. But if you're not spamming it, if you have bit trigger discipline, not extreme, but a little bit trigger discipline, you still can be accurate with it. Then I present you the DMR SVD. So this is the hipwire version of it. And this is the old DMR as a comparison. SVD with echo. There we go. Actually, let me crank up the sound. Difference. And this is the old echo, high recoil, but you don't really feel it's like a powerful weapon. And here's a new. So if I actually right now spam this, no. You can actually still kind of spam it, but it really definitely like goes all the way. Oof. Again, if you have a laser sight, actually you can still kind of spam this. But again, this is the goal. There is, if you're spamming, you get some kind of punishment there because this is a powerful weapon.
The chat wants to hear it fired inside somewhere.
Have I what?
The chat wants to hear it fired inside of a building.
Oh, sure, copy that. 1 second. I was returning the reticle of the echo, this thing, and then I unintentionally left it very bright. 1 second. There we go. Reticle, blur intensity. There we go. That's much better. Okay. So inside version is.
And now a small room, please.
We had one, there you go, right there. So, the thing is, okay, how does this gonna be working for your advantage? And as well as your enemy's advantage. Now, hold up. Right there. And let's spawn a gunshot fire. And right there. SVD. You know. And then right there. You know. You definitely have that idea of if they're outside or indoor now. So
Also,
what there is when you
What the people are hearing, what is like so high pitch, that's the air conditioning on the rooftops.
oh yeah,
A lot of the things in the game, everything that has been like very silent makes sounds now. Like all the generators, I think
yeah, definitely.
bushes, trees, trash cans, water pipes, everything has
Oh yeah,
sounds
that
now.
we already showcased a lot of them.
Yeah, there's some people that maybe haven't seen the latest ones though.
So you can definitely tell the difference. This is like behind an obstacle. This is still not a threat to you. There you go. Now you can hear it much more clearly. It's a threat not to you. Possible. Of course, right now you don't hear any. There's no visual. It's just dots in the scene that looks like this. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Most of the all guys. There's definitely we have more work to do. Currently, we are aiming to mid to the end of April. Between that timeline, we will have to do some tests, like some close play tests and stuff, to make sure this is all good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. The goal in right now, the entire this update is about couple. If you summarize entire battle, like entire this update, why are we going all this level, and why are we adding all these sounds? Why are we working on this stuff? We are not adding more. I don't know, more gadgets or more maps. By the way, actually, we have a map coming. That's just working on stuff.
About to show that.
Yeah. the thing is, we looked at the games, and now we are looking at. I'm gonna pause it so there's no noise in the background. So we are looking at the games, and then we are saying other games, and then I won't like it's pretty much a lot of games, and then the shooter games, and then we are looking at it. The players are aware of their surroundings. Like they are aware if I'm coming from this one direction, they know I'm coming from that direction, and they actually respond me back very well. Like they respond you very well back. So every single enemy is a challenge. It is a challenge in those games. Yes, you can be better than them, or you can be a bit less than them. But everyone is killing a player is a challenging thing. In BattleBit right now, the problem is if you flank, you can't just go killing spree. And the biggest problem is you have 5 guys, 6 guys. Actually, maybe I can show some clips of this thing. Hold up.
Good old five
This
guys.
this is actually one of the. This is from BattleBit Media. I just happened to be watching some of them, and look at this. Again, this is. I will say this was a player issue, but it's no longer thing. This is just the game feedback issue. I'm coming to this thing. Here we go. This guy just flies all the way. He shots the left guy, right? And he even doesn't kill it. The left guy has no idea he got shot. He's like, what? Like he has no idea. And then eventually he returns, but he dies. Like, and meanwhile, this guy's friends are getting murdered. Nobody knows. Zero awareness, exactly. And this is really bad. The thing is, we are humans. We actually like put any human between us, put them in like forest. Their adrenaline would go up. They would like exactly go. They would hear every single sound. They will be really aware of their surrounding. So the thing is, actually, every human has the capacity to have all the awareness. The problem is, generally games doesn't give enough feedback. Like, for example, in real life, if I would jump from behind you, I would hear a very clear sound behind me. Someone just jumped me. And then if I was shooting someone's behind, the gunshot, like the guy will like, fuck, there's someone firing behind me, and I like turn all the way back. He's getting shot, dude. He will like literally just turn like 180 degree fires. The thing is, actually, every human has the capacity to literally be a good person that gets all the feedback and aware of the surrounding. The problem is the games, we developers, we fail to express these feelings. And the thing is, the players who like the game gives very little information. There are some players who just like takes that little information and then pretty much spends a lot of time on it and then gets better with it. And others who play this game casually, which is there's a lot of people. This battle is supposed to be more casual game where you just come from work, home, you play for a couple of hours, have fun, and do your homework, whatever. Go back to your work. That's the game how it's supposed to be. So in general, BattleBit is lacking heavily in sense of giving player direction of sound, direction of awareness, what's happening around you. And the thing is, in real life, you have all the senses. You smell, you hear, you see, you get cold, like you touch, right? You have multiple senses. In video games, we only have 2 senses we can use. 1 visual, 1 audio. In visual perspective, that's more of the player's materials, make them more visible. But the thing is, someone coming from your right, coming from your left, etc., you can't see that. So that's only possible with audio, and the BattleBit completely ignored this audio perspective all this long. And we start kind of realizing this is an issue last 5 months ago, and I attempted to do something about it, which is I tried to make it get the enemy sounds more maybe louder and friendly's quieter. Or if someone's firing at you, maybe we make them look maybe more sharper, so you can tell if someone's like shooting at you. Like we tried different things that time, but they did not turn out to be good, and they turned out to be weird things. So this time we taking actually our time and then going through all the sounds first, trying to say, okay, what can we do? How other games does this? How they make this success? We hired all the audio studio. We talk with them. We discuss with them. Okay, how industry does this? And go through these steps to improve on this. So the goal there is this is the goal. If I go behind someone and I start shooting at this person, the friends of the other guys should able to tell his friend is getting murdered and turn back and shoot at you. That's the goal. The thing is, this is possible. You guys, I know you guys can call it NPCs. The thing is, realistically, they're human. Like we have all these survival instincts. When it kicks in, we are actually not that ignorant. It's actually the game's issue that the game is not giving enough feedback that their friend is getting murdered. And then the second reason why we're getting all this like TTK increased up, like the reason, I know you guys love fast TTK. I also love fast TTK as well. But in a game like BattleBit, it turned out to be a very bad decision. Why? This. Again, this is a clip from BattleBit Media. I apologize, the owner. I did not take your name, but it's definitely BattleBit Media. So here it goes. This guy just murdered 6 guys in a single second. If you divide it, that's in milliseconds. These guys, even get the best guy here, they don't have time to react. This means anyone who flanks, they win. So pretty much right now, the game is in a state where if you flank solo, you win. If you stay with your friends, work as a team, you lose. The game's supposed to be teamwork. What's this? What is this? Like this is a mess, pretty much. The game's supposed to be teamwork game. Where is it? If I'm playing solo and flanking, I will get more kills. How this is a teamwork game? Like exactly, this is a mess, pretty much. So, but I enjoy fast time to kill. This should be only reserved for competitive game, not normal the main game. So that's the entire reason we increasing time to kill. Time to kill. So if I'm shooting at somebody with the given audio enough as well feedback as around, now other players have time to react. Hey, my friend is getting actually my friend is actually getting murdered, right? I should probably act on it and not make this possible, because the thing is, we are all gamers. We do the most efficient way to play the games. Okay, here's a question to you guys. Let's say you start playing an RPG game, and in the game, you have to go, level up, armor up, I don't know, get all this stuff. It takes a while, and then they say, hey, you know what? If you go and smash your head to the wall, every single time you smash your head to the wall, you're gonna get a single level. So the thing is, it's much faster. So likely most people are gonna do it. Not because it's fun, because it's more efficient. We choose efficient ways to do things. And the thing is, you will do it. You will go all the way level up. You finish the game, and you say, that sucked. That game sucks. That's it. So as humans, we choose most efficient way to get our goal. In this case, if I want to get most kills right now in BattleBit, we get the most kills. The only way is solo flanking. If you are not solo playing, if you are not running around jumping runs and avoiding bullets, you won't get a lot of kills. Other people are gonna dominate you, and because of this, a lot of people. We also interviewed a lot of people who left playing BattleBit, stopped playing BattleBit. BattleBit is a great game, yeah, it's a cool game, but it's not for me. I was trying to figure out why. And most of the time, the answers are the game is literally just It punishes if you don't want to play like movement shooter style. If you don't want to play Quake, Call of Duty, then the game is pretty much punishing you because playing a Call of Duty is the most efficient way to play right now. So entire goal here is change the game that the flanking is no longer actually the most efficient way to play. And this comes from a lot of perspective. Audio, hit indicators, recoil, time to kill, class changes. So the problem with, again, I actually talked about this before, when we increase time to kill, there's another problem that actually comes in, which is now good players will have more time to react and actually jump around and I'll start imagine a bad player shoots at the good player, right? And then the good player, what happens? The good player will just jump, turn back, and then start firing back. And likely they will get the kill. So in reality, actually, long time to kill actually increases the skill gap. It doesn't decrease it. The thing is, we actually a little bit decrease it because it's just right now too much that anyone who comes and plays this game right now, literally, they stop playing after an hour because they literally getting dominated. And the thing is, yes, I know you guys are proud of dominating new players, but this is hurting BattleBit. And the thing is, like either we're gonna do skilled matchmaking, that's all it is. I don't want to do skilled matchmaking, or we're gonna reach the skill gap some level, and we're gonna do all the stuff that you guys love. What do you call? We're gonna put all the things that you guys love about the fast CTK, fast movement, everything, etc. to the competitive version of the BattleBit. Because technically you guys are playing that competitive in a game that's supposed to be more arcade, just chilling out. And that is really sadly, this is hurting the general player base that is coming in. We are looking at our numbers. BattleBit is getting a lot of new players. There's no problem with that. But 95% is leaving the game. We are looking who's playing BattleBit. All old players are playing BattleBit, but not new players. Okay, so why? Because then we realize that new players really have struggling getting used to the BattleBit. They have to really suffer so much right now to even try to get good in the game. The timeline BattleBit released, everyone was a bit more on medium, similar levels, so people had time. That's why when the game released, everything felt much better for everyone. People were talking, people were more oh, the way is voice chat, let's talk, and it was really fun. And now what's happened is, there's all new people are no longer coming in. They're coming in, playing for 30 minutes, leaving, and then that's it. They don't play again. And only old players are playing, and old players are getting bored because there's nothing refreshing. And that's just a ticking bomb that is about to die. It's just that's just gonna game that's gonna die. So we have to do a really huge step about this and turn this around. That is the entire update is about, guys. Get this game in a stage where at least new players have a way to first learn the game. It's not that punishing as as it is now. Give more time for players to understand their mistake. Again, I mentioned this before. We humans actually we actually enjoy learning. Not like school, but as a human, we are leaning towards learning, which is the best way to learn is make mistake. You make a mistake, you learn from it, and you don't repeat that mistake. That's normally how we learn. And the thing is, you look at the games, and then if you categorize that, there are a couple of them. The three in general. One, technical issues. So for example, imagine this scenario: you're playing, and then you suddenly see a guy, and then you start firing at him. You start shooting first, but he ends up killing you because your hits are not registering, or he's laggy, or you hear the gunshots, but he's behind the wall. he kills you, and then he comes after after he kills you, right? So this is like technical issues, not your end, or the frame rate is really bad, right? So and then when the player dies to something like this, it's really frustrating because something that I wasn't aware of. And then you look at the second thing, which is like you hear what's it called? You don't feel any footsteps. You don't hear anything. Suddenly, guy comes in and fires at you. You don't hear the weapon sounds really much. And then you just die. That's it. You don't hear much sounds. From your perspective, the game's footsteps are non-existent. They really suck. In BattleBit's case, then you have 300 people running around you, tons of footsteps. How are we gonna tell the difference between them, right? So that's what's happening. Like, it's really frustrating to die to someone that you didn't have any feedback about them. You didn't hear something. You didn't see their muzzle flash, or you didn't see them firing, like any of this stuff. And then third case, which is the ideal one, you see the guy coming out from the wall, like from the corner, and you start aiming towards, and you actually miss the shots. I don't know, your aim sucks, and he ends up killing you. That point, or you start reloading at the wrong time, and because of your wrong timing, you got killed. But you heard all the shots, you heard all the footsteps. You were aware that the guy was actually in front of you, right? Okay. When that happens, it's still frustrating, but now you learn the lesson that the player actually now knows the reason of that exactly. They have to train their aiming, or they have to not reload at the wrong time, or something else. They shouldn't vault at the wrong time, right? They now learn it and they make a mistake. They're aware of it, and then they don't repeat it again. They get better. They get progression in skill, actually, not just XP or something. So if you look at it, the reason why actually there's also CS:GO, other like Overwatch now, and then actually Battle Royales as well. Why the fights are generally 3 versus 3, mostly, is because as we humans, we can actually keep track of mostly the 3 or 4 things in our mind. Like, for example, imagine you hear a footstep on the right, footstep on the left, footstep above you, right? Keeping this all in your mind is still easy. It's doable. The guy on the right is reloading. The guy on the left is like still running. The guy above me, he was shooting recently. I can keep this all in my brain. I can remember all of it. Okay, now let's add the fourth person to it. When you add the fourth person to the picture, the human brain starts mixing, but it's still manageable. When you add the fifth person to the picture, the human brains actually start mixing. Okay, this guy was reloading? No, maybe this guy was reloading. Maybe no. When you get the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th, it's really actually starts mixing. And then at that point, there is no order. It's just chaos at that point. That's the main reason why actually most games are trying to limit a single firefight into mostly 3 players versus 3 players, or maximum 4 versus 4. That's the ideal to a human brain. To awarenessly. In BattleBit, you have a fight that involves 40 people. Good luck to you. No order. Okay. How do we solve this? The thing is, there's not much way to solve this without reducing the player number. Okay. How do we do it? Still, we want to push it. That's where the audio output coming from. We filter out anything that is not relevant to you. You hear footstep, but he's behind you. Muffle it. Reduce all the high frequency sounds. Only stand out the ones that are relevant to you. So in reality, you hear 60 footsteps. I'm giving an example, but only 4 or 5 of them are standing out. The ones that are actually relevant to you. That is the goal in this update. Get this chaos, get this chaotic game into more manageable game. That's the entire goal. again, there's not many games out there that does like trying what we're trying to do, like trying to get 250 lobbies and in a small area. There's tons of games that does 3 versus 3, etc. Like if you look at like Battle Royale, which is really popular still today, all the fights are generally 3 versus 3. Despite there's 100 people in the lobby, it's tons of small, 3 versus 3s. Sometimes maybe three groups are fighting at that point, so it's 3 versus 3 versus 3, right? But generally, it's two groups. So yeah, at this point, we learned what doesn't work. Just getting into 250 people into a small area because medium range firing, which is right, because Recoil is too punishing and the scopes really suck. People don't want to use medium range scopes, so we are also forcing to play short range, which is adding more fire into the problem of people being chaotic. This is how it was all this time. So we're trying to improve on this. That's pretty much the entire goal of this update. The thing is, I know you guys want to see more weapons. Actually, we do have some weapons that we are planning to add. The thing is, adding more weapons will not fix this game, guys. That's the truth. Adding more maps, adding more attachments, adding more, I don't know, whatever the thing, the gadget, will not fix this game. Like, we have to take some really serious steps on the game's direction, because this game's direction has been going for 7 months, and it's very obvious how it's going. It's not doing great. Like, look at it. We haven't done any update for 4 months because we have been doing, and our player numbers are going down. The thing is, the game is in a state that it cannot sustain itself. Like, for example, we can't go. We wanna make a huge update. We need 2 months. Do we have to worry about our player numbers? Currently, yes. Currently, the game cannot sustain itself. That the game is really not something like, it's just a ticking bomb. Yes, we can bump the player numbers with discounts, which we already did with discount, which it gave us time to finish the update. The thing is, the discount there was, we need time. The thing is, this stuff is really taking a lot of time, and if the player numbers reaches a certain point, then people will have difficult time, having quick match. And then, when the quick match is really slow, people stop quick matching, and when it happens, death of the game. So we definitely need to, survive until we release this update, and then try to get the game into a point where, okay, the game can sustain itself. There's, like, of course, all games bleed, but also new players comes in. That's how it is. All players always bleeds players, but also new players comes in. They generally balance out. Right now in BattleBit, we are bleeding. New players are coming in, but they can adjust, so they're living as well. So we are bleeding from existing players. We are bleeding from new players. That's why you see the graph going down. It never actually balances out. That's what we're trying to fix. Fix that part where new players are unable to get adjusted to the game. So now we can have updates, a month long, without worrying about player numbers. And this is also more healthy for everyone else. You guys are here, standing here with us, standing in this dev stream. Why? You guys care about this game. The game that you guys are caring, you guys are here all this time. It's like, if we right now don't do something about it, will eventually go very low numbers and will sadly die. So, and we don't want that to happen. It's really that simple, right? We don't want it to go all this years of work, passion, just going to waste. So, yeah, that's pretty much the entire goal of this update, guys. All right.
And after this very heartwarming and actually kind of long speech you just held there, let me actually show you some juicy stuff towards the end of this, because we're kind of running out of time here. If you stop your screen for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Then I can also show what Velasquez has been doing. This is really nice. Don't tell me you can't stream and You gotta be kidding me. Okay, then we do a screen capture. Not that screen. Yoink, yoink, and this. Go live. And I get actually big.
You're
Going to
streaming
see.
the Discord.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Because I streamed the
Yeah,
screen.
so it's been a while, but we're finally getting a mountain map with hills, etc. That map been in development for a while, and it was awarded 3 times before even release it, because I was constantly learning from other maps mistakes to avoid everything, like to make experience more, useful to everybody. And yeah, it's funny, but that map was already rewarded 3 times. And many people might remember that snowy mountain map was being posted in their update before, like a year ago. So it's finally coming in, and it will have some secret inside that people will discover at release of update. Yeah, some people might enjoy. Somebody for like endure combat fight. So yeah, that's everything for now, and future we will show more closer to update.
Right. Thank you, Duskis. Yeah, that's
So
there.
yeah.
I believe you showed your end as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So we just right now trying to survive. Keep the game up until we do the update. We're gonna do a very huge marketing plan, like we haven't been doing, because the thing is, right now, any marketing plan we would do, it will bring new players. But because right now we have a problem with getting new players adjusted to the game, they would all live. They would all live. So we said, okay, right now it's not a good time to advertise the game because we have a problem getting new players into the game. So after we fix this or improve on it heavily, we actually advertise. That's the time we will actually do very much advertising. Take that we have a potential of people who will enjoy this, reserve them after when the new player experience is much better. Because right now it's really bad that they can adjust. We already did our marketing plan. It's already like there. Like the game definitely get a lot of impressions. Or the BattleBit has a good hook that it attracts people from outside. So we don't have a problem with there. It's just the timing when we want to do it. It's gonna be more of we just need time to survive. We don't want to have that problem of you click on quick match and then you wait for 30 minutes in the lobby waiting for server to queue up for others. That's the place we don't want to be, because that would just literally death of the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just survive until the update, keep this up, and the moment then the moment the update drops, we do our marketing plan, and then pretty much get a lot of new eyes on the game, which is exactly what we're going for. And as well as we want to reach old players who stopped playing BattleBit. The reason is, I know I'm going too long. Sorry, guys. The reason is, like, BattleBits have actually a lot of players, but not concurrently. There's a lot of people who stopped playing the game because they did not like how the game was in the direction. It's a cool game, but they did not enjoy the direction how the game was. And I looked at most of them. Like, I asked most people who stopped playing BattleBit. The main responses are, again, movement. If you're not doing movement, you suck. And a couple more, like there's no difference between classes. Why would I choose classes, etc. Like, and a couple more answers there. So cover all of them, call them back. Hey, guys, you remember you were saying that this was a problem. Hey, we worked on it. We changed it. Now the game is actually much more different. And the thing is also, the game is refreshing, by the way. What do you call? This is what the seasons are actually in other games. What they do is, in other games, they have seasons. Every 4 months, the meta changes. Why? The reason is they refresh the game to something else. Why? One, refreshing it definitely refreshes everyone's experience because it doesn't repeat. BattleBit is same exactly since 7 months. It didn't refresh at all. So this update also very much refreshing of air. And actually, there's a big reason why they do it. They changed the meta. Why? Because when the meta stays same for a long time, you end up with a lot of players who really masters that meta, and now you get a problem of new players cannot, adjust to the game. What do you call? They can adjust to the game, and then you have a problem of new coming players having problem playing the game. Then you start bleeding. By changing the meta every single 4 months, which is the seasons that the other games do, they don't allow that certain group of people becoming mastery. They don't allow it pretty much. By doing that, they always refresh. So one season, your playstyle is the meta. Next season, some other guy who got bullied. Now, this guy's playstyle is the meta. Now, next season is something else. This way, everyone is actually like one season that group, one season that group, one season that group. It refreshes.
All right. But before we get too deep into the trickery,
seasons. But that's the main reason why they do seasons. That's the main goal, pretty much.
Yeah. Before we go too deep into all this trickery, I think it was a good Devcast.
No, it's not trickery.
Yeah.
It's not trickery. It's public information, Larry.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the right videos about this. Anyway, we're closing in on an hour 30.
Oh yeah,
So,
it has been. Oh
yeah.
Damn, it has been 1
I
hour.
will close it now, very forcefully. No, I'm good. Then we can definitely talk about this on our development streams. So, just closing us off. I wanted to rate Snoozen. I see your stream title Snoozen, so I'm kind of tempted to do it, but I will rate Chopper after this one. So, you can. I don't know. You could probably sleep, right? Like in the middle of the night for you. Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining this. We'll get this back on YouTube. Probably within the next few days. Upload the YouTube version of it. Last week, I'm very sorry, I forgot to post it on Reddit. I forgot to post the last one on Reddit. That will definitely happen this week again. I put in my task already. Apart from this, OK and I will probably stream a bunch. At least I will stream a bunch throughout this upcoming weeks, because we're doing a lot of the attachments. There's a lot of things you guys can just follow along with. If you're interested in that, Oki said he will join in a few of these streams, so you can just watch him on the side.
I'm definitely planning, yeah.
Yeah, just watch him on the side, working on the reticles and whatever may come up. And yeah, apart from this, I wish everyone a very
before you end, I won't take the stage in Discord after this stream ends. I will be just showing a couple of stuff in the game.
But if you want to take the stage,
yeah, not in the recording, not include the recording. That's
because
just here in Discord.
Yeah, okay, because I just started the raid. The stream will go over to Chopper now. If the people are interested in whatever's going on in here, feel free to stay around. And apart from this, I wish you all a very pleasant weekend. I am looking forward to meet you in the streams again. I don't plan to announce the development streams, so definitely keep an eye on the Twitch account and follow it. Or just check in Discord if I have the little funny purple icon. Okay, anyway. See you around. Right. Bye-bye, 07s in the chat, and greet Chopper from me. Bye-bye.